Hi, good afternoon. Thank you for joining me. And thank you for 5D Events for inviting me to be a speaker at this event. I'm very thankful to be here. My name is Tamra Oviatt, and I am the founder of Sacred Activations, which is a God modality, and it helps you shift hundreds to even thousands of belief systems per activation. So it activates your sacred geometry within your body, and it also clears out hundreds to even thousands of belief systems. And all you have to do is listen to the activations. Sacred Activations also offers 4 levels of practitioner training, masters, mastering the masters, and medical intuitive. It's a full range modality to help you shift your life and to shift the life of your clients. And the really cool thing about Sacred Activations is when you're working on yourself, you're also helping clear hundreds to even thousands of people through the collective consciousness of those same belief systems. You know, we talk about how we're all one, and we're all coming into that realization that we're one, that we are one consciousness. Well, you know how you have a subconsciousness that runs 95% of your life? That's what's going on with this world. Because the collective consciousness also has a subconsciousness that's running 95% of humanity. So with Sacred Activations, we clear out of the subconsciousness of humanity of these belief systems. And what happens when that happens? We come into peace and love. And that's what it's all about. And I believe, and completely believe, we will have world peace in my lifetime. Archangel Michael promised me that. In England, he came to me in a church and told me I will see world peace in my lifetime, and I believe that. And the energy I work with is the Eye of God energy, which is all things. So when we're clearing this energy and we're activating this energy, we're doing it in the subconsciousness of humanity. Because as most of us know, if we want to change our lives, we have to clear out our belief systems in our subconsciousness. Well, when we do this, we also clear out the subconsciousness of humanity. And that's how we change the whole world. Because one person, David was talking about earlier, that it's a square root of 1% to make the change. And I know we're there already. And I'm seeing mass changes going on around the world. So imagine one person affects, I think it's like 100,000 people. Just by changing your belief systems, you're helping people all over the world change their belief systems. How cool is that? And you know, you guys, this is a big video game. It's a big video game with different levels. So when you play the video game at one level and you get good at it, you can go to the next level and start playing at that level. And then you start playing at another level and a higher level and a higher level. That's the same thing with the consciousness in yourself, and the same thing with the consciousness of humanity, is you just keep playing the game and you can get better and better and better at it. You can create anything you want or desire in your life. It's all there for you. The only thing that stops you from doing that is your belief systems. Come on in. So I want to do some activations with you. Does anybody have any questions before I get started? Whatever belief systems you have, a lot of people have a lot of different belief systems with their family and their inner child. Some people around money, some, around relationships, psychic abilities. Sacred Activations offers over 300 activations so that you can clear whatever it is going on in your life. Yeah. Yeah, because if you're going to run energy to clear all your belief systems, that's like saying, you're going to run an activation and you're all of a sudden going to be ascended to this new level. You can't do that. It's impossible. God showed me this vision once, because I'm this person. I want to snap my fingers and make things happen. I said, God, why can't I just snap my fingers and change all of this? And I saw this vision of this man riding a horse. And this man's riding a horse. There's no cars. There's nothing. There's horses. That's it. And all of a sudden, this big hand plucks him off the horse and puts him behind a spaceship to fly a spaceship. Now, what do you think would happen to that man's brain or that consciousness? It wouldn't work, right? It's the same thing with us going up to new levels and new understandings in the world. It happens, you've got to play that one level of the game before you can go to the next one, because the consciousness just doesn't understand to go straight up. It doesn't work that way. But I'm watching over this last 5 years huge shifts in the consciousness of humanity. And it's really amazing to see, and it's really, really exciting. I mean, last year I was running the activation Unmasked. I was in Mexico, and the energy started. I'm all, okay, what's going on? And they're all unmasked, unmasked, unmasked. So constantly the energy, I'd wake up with the energy running, and it's unmasked. And if you look at the United States news, what are they saying? This has been unmasked, that's been unmasked. A lot of pedophilia is being unmasked. So the more of us that do this work or other work to help shift the consciousness of humanity, it's opening up all of these things, and all these things are being uncovered. And the truths about people, you're being able to see people for who they truly are. They're not able to hide behind a mask anymore and pretend. Does anybody have any questions? And did I answer your question okay? Okay, great. I'm sorry, can you speak up? Anyone, yeah, anyone. What comes up in your mind the most? What's playing in the back of your brain constantly over and over and over again? I could show you right now. So with sacred activations and the practitioner training, you receive golden seals to do this work. But I'm going to teach you a beautiful process where you can do this yourself. And then I'm going to run some activations for you. So if you could imagine going into Mother Earth, connecting into Mother Earth's heart chakra, just imagine doing that for a moment. Just connect into that beautiful energy. Now imagine that you can go up into the eye of God, into all. And think about whatever it is that's bothering you. And it's just being erased completely. And all the belief systems around that is being cleared. And when you do this, it's clearing it out of your subconsciousness and clearing it out of the subconsciousness of humanity, forever who is ready to receive it. You might feel an energy spinning. You might not feel anything at all. And then when you're ready, just go back into Mother Earth and connect back into that heart chakra energy of that pure source love. So how are you doing? Now I'm going to run some activations for you. How many of you would like to have your 12 strands of DNA activated? How many of you would like to have your 18 strands of DNA activated? You ready? That's now available on the planet, and we're going to do that today. If your 12 strands of DNA aren't quite activated yet, it's going to bring you up to the level that you're ready for. Now, if your 12 strands of DNA are already activated, it'll bring you up to 18 strands. And depending on where you are, how many will be activated. Because again, you don't want to go from riding that horse to flying the spaceship. To just change your reality overnight, it's like, I don't know who I am anymore. I've had people talk to me like that after a training. Because everything changed. I don't even know who I am. It's like, don't worry, give it a couple weeks. You'll start catching up again. So while I do this, I'm going to be silent. And I'm going to be connecting into the eye of God energy. and running this energy, you might feel a little spinning as this is going on. So this is called the Lord Metatron activation, because Lord Metatron gave me this activation. So here we go. Okay, now just imagine you can bring your energy back into Mother Earth's heart chakra and just sit there for a moment. How you guys doing? Feel that energy? Now there's an activation that 95% of my clients need. I'd probably say 99% need it. And that activation is called anger and resentment towards God. Do you blame God for anything? Did God get you fired, or take away your mother, or kill your dog? So really, it's anger and resentment. So what I would like you to do while I'm doing this is focus on any anger and resentment in your life. And really, it boils down to anger and resentment towards yourself, because everybody's mirrors and they're teaching you something. So if you're angry at anybody, you really got to look inside and find out why you're angry at yourself. Because all anger projected outside is really projecting it inside. So what are you angry and resentful about? We will be bringing this energy through future lives, past lives, through your DNA, and through the collective consciousness. Because a lot of people come in and they're angry. And they come into this life angry. I know, my youngest son did. And so it's things from past lives you're bringing over, or it's even things in your DNA that you're carrying and you don't even know it. So we'll be running this energy through future, past lives, your life now, your whole timeline, your genetics, because we run a lot of things from our genetics and we don't even know it, and also the collective consciousness. So here you go. Focus on anger, any anger and resentment you are feeling, and I'm going to be silent while I'm doing this again. Imagine bringing this energy in and through your past lives. Or you can just keep focusing on whatever you're focusing on. Okay, future lives, clearing your whole timeline. Anger and resentment. Okay, up through your genetics. Okay, bringing this energy up and through the collective consciousness. Collective subconsciousness. Okay, when you're ready, imagine that you can go into Mother Earth's heart chakra. And go all the way into that beautiful, loving energy of Mother Earth. Unconditional love, acceptance, joy, and happiness. So allow that energy to flow through every single cell of your body. Okay, come back when you're ready. How are you guys doing? What is something that really bothers you in your life? How about family relationships? Is that a biggie for you? I got a couple nods. Okay, so what we're going to do is this activation is called Family Constellations. In 2013, I was sitting in my house, and God told me to run this activation. And I went, seriously? Why? I've worked on my family issues for years. There's no reason to do this. But yet, when I talked about my step family, I could feel it in my body. But then I thought there was nothing I needed to do. I hated people, so what? I had my rights. I was just in those feelings. And so I ran this activation, not thinking anything of it. And it was during the time my father was passing over, and my stepsister was dealing with a lot of the stuff. And I went to call my son, and I accidentally dialed her phone number. And I got her voicemail. And I left her a really nice message. And I thanked her for all the work she was doing, and that I really appreciated it. And I hung up the phone and went, what just happened? I mean, I was mad at this person. I just saw her on last weekend. I have zero resentment towards her. and I'm thankful for her. Zero resentment. And we're talking 50 years of resentment gone in a week. It's amazing. And it continued to transform my life. You know, my stepmother was very abusive to me and my sister and brother. Her children were everything. We were nothing. And she pulled a lot of stuff on me. And before she died, I went and saw her twice and had lovely, lovely time with her. And that was really amazing. And I'm very thankful for that. And so if you're holding on to anything with family members, I hope this helps you shift like it did me. So during this, you just think about whatever you want to think about. You can think about your brother. You can think, I wasn't thinking about anything. I went, yeah, whatever. Okay, fine, I'll run it. And then was amazed how much I shifted. So whatever thoughts, feelings, or emotions come up for you, you can focus on that. And we will be doing your whole timeline, future, past life, your genetics, and also the collective consciousness of what it means to be a family. You know, families aren't supposed to be like this. Really? What are families supposed to be like? You know, so clear yourself out of those judgments also. So here we go. Think about whatever you desire. Bring this energy in your past lives, through your past lives. Future lives. Through your genetics. Through the collective subconsciousness of humanity. And when you're ready, bring your energy all the way into Mother Earth's heart chakra and connect into that beautiful energy. And just sit there for a few moments. What we've done today will continue to shift you over the next few days, next few weeks, even next few months. And it'll continue to work with you. You might feel a little emotional over the next couple days, or you might feel super energetic. It totally depends on you. I want to thank you for allowing me to share this with you. I want to go over a couple things. One, if you go to the booth and spend $20, you get $100 off of activations on the website. We have activations for all areas of your life. Whatever you want to work on, we got it. There's over 300 activations available, and there's packages on the website. Very discounted. I've got 3 books. my first book, Sacred Activations, 26 Essential Sacred Activations to Expand Your Gifts Beyond Mastery. Mastering the Masters. This has 3 practitioner trainings in it. And just by reading the book, it'll shift you. Just by reading it. The words have power in it, and people report a lot of shifting just by reading it. Heal Yourself, Heal the World. There's a lot of channeled talks in here with Jesus, my dad, and my stepmom from heaven. My stepmom was quite a surprise. It's kind of a funny, when you read it, you know, I'm like, what? I got to talk to from her. An ex-boyfriend that committed suicide. He channels a bunch of information. There's really good information in here. And again, we offer practitioner training online, anywhere in the world. And you can start right here and right now and join a class anytime you wish, completely for free. Once you sign up, you get to redo the classes. I want to thank you for your time. Does anybody have any questions before I end? Any comments or any experience that you had that you would like to share? Complete silence. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.